Hello YouTube stackers, this is ST with Silver Stacking 101. My email address, if you need to reach me offline, is stsilverstacker@gmail.com. In this video, I am going to address the question, is silver a good investment? First, let's define what we are talking about as for silver as an investment. This is where we are discussing buying physical silver with fiat dollars in the hopes of selling the physical silver in fiat dollars at some point in the future for a profit. Now, from this standpoint, is silver a good investment? Silver can be a wonderful investment, and at the same time, it can be a nightmare investment. I've heard you can't go wrong with silver. Actually, it's far easier to go wrong investing in silver than it is to go right. Heard the same thing with real estate. You can't go wrong with real estate. How many people have you heard of that has literally lost their ass investing in real estate? It can go wrong. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly with silver investing. First of all, the good. Silver has a somewhat fixed market. That means the price is objective in nature. It's not hard to sell silver at the prevailing market rates. So we have liquidity in silver. That's a good thing. It's also a bad thing because there's very little subjectivity in the price, nor can we alter it to increase the profit. Give you an example of silver versus real estate. Let's say we buy a house that needs some sweat equity. Needs a couple $100 and rose bushes and hedges, a couple trees set outside, some weeds pulled, slap a coat of paint on the house, kind of like lipstick on the pig. The value is subjective what that house is worth. We can use that subjectivity to maximize our profits. Silver does not have that, so that could work against us. But the real estate typically does not have the speed of liquidity that silver would have. Also, silver doesn't pay us to own it. I had a commenter mention it is a dead asset. That's a good way to put it. So when we buy it, it sits there. It doesn't kick off earnings. Now, there are ways you can do it, but it's beyond the scope of these videos, and I don't think anybody wants to register their silver for what little they would get, and no, you don't want to do that. So let's keep the scope of the videos in. It doesn't do anything while you own it. Other investments, stocks, pay dividends typically. Real estate, you could turn it into a rental piece of property while it is appreciating, and it can pay you back. So the big money to be made, or the way money's made in silver, is through the purchase price. We have to buy silver at a deep discount when it's on sale, when the market doesn't like it, when it's way down, for a hope of making money. It's not an investment that we can just go into on most days. We have to wait for a deviation down in the market, significantly away from its true economic value, and buy at that point. That means buying opportunities are few and far between. One good thing about my profession, being a tax accountant, is I've had many clients that are great investors. unreal track records. I get to see the inside, what works, what doesn't work. These guys, the guys that really make it in investing, are the most focused on the value they get at the time the asset's purchased by buying it at a deep discount. They do not pay retail for assets and expect to accumulate a profit. Same thing with silver. We have to buy it on sale. We cannot rely on a pumper that has been wrong for years and years, telling us, don't worry about the current price, it is going to go to the moon, and when it doesn't, we are in silver at a higher price per unit position than what we should be in silver for, and we wonder why we lost. If we want to do business that way, I submit to you, we need to go to Vegas and gamble, because that is speculation, and speculation is gambling. At least in Vegas, if we go play the roulette wheel or slots, they'll bring us drinks. We lose enough. They'll comp us a prime rib lobster tail dinner, might comp us a room, comp us tickets to a show. You don't get none of that when you speculate with silver. You just get broke. So, where do we go from here? The next video, next Saturday, we'll talk about the measurements of successful silver investing. We will get into what will determine our success. How do we measure our return? The next video after that will deal with the true economic value of silver, and that's based on historical purchasing power of silver in the post-World War II age. And we'll conclude this series by how to put all this together and make money buying silver. Then we'll start another series on something else fun. So is silver a good investment? Absolutely. Can you go wrong with investing in silver? You better believe it. So don't let anybody pump you up into overpaying for your silver. You will be sorely disappointed. Unfortunately, I've had many commenters that it happened to them. At least they didn't walk away from the asset. They understood what the problem is now. And I'm trying to stop the next people from falling for that. Comment. If you disagree, tell me why. Tell me why you disagree with me and express your disagreement. I love disagreement. Not a problem. Appreciate all the compliments I've gotten on this channel. If got anything you want to add, anything you want us to talk about, let me know. We'll put it on the schedule. This is ST. God bless you. Good day.